Nestled in the quiet town of Asheville, North Carolina, Allison and David Graves were the kind of couple that people looked up to. Married for 12 years, they had 2 young sons, a picture-perfect colonial home, and matching smiles at every community barbecue. David was a respected high school history teacher. Allison, a nurse at Mission Hospital, was known for her calm presence and kindness. From the outside, they had it all. But underneath, something was rotting. In early 2022, Allison began noticing changes. David stopped initiating conversation. He became overly protective of his phone and suddenly had faculty meetings late into the evening. He had also become distant physically. They hadn't been intimate in months. One night, while folding laundry, Allison found a receipt for a hotel room in downtown Asheville. "You were working late at school?" she asked that night. "Yeah. Grading AP exams," David replied, avoiding eye contact. She didn't push further, but the seed of doubt had been planted. Allison wasn't the only one who had noticed David's odd behavior. Her close friend, Melissa, confided in her about something unsettling. "I saw David at the Black Bear Tavern last weekend, with someone. A woman. Red dress. They were close." Allison didn't want to believe it. But she also couldn't ignore it anymore. She waited until David was asleep and, with trembling hands, unlocked his phone using Face ID. What she found shattered her. Dozens of messages, photos, and love notes revealed a full-blown affair with Jessica Turner, a 27-year-old substitute teacher who had worked briefly at David's school. They had been seeing each other for almost a year. David had told Jessica that his marriage was over, that he was staying for the kids, and that he loved her more than anyone. Allison was heartbroken. But more than that, she was angry. On November 2, 2022, Allison asked David to come home early. She had made dinner and had the kids spend the night at her sister's. She wanted to talk. David arrived late. When she confronted him about the affair, he didn't deny it. In fact, he admitted everything, coldly, bluntly. "I'm in love with Jessica. I was going to tell you soon." Allison was stunned. "You're going to blow up this family for a fling?" "It's not a fling," David replied. "It's real. You and we've been done for a long time." The conversation escalated. Voices raised. Plates were smashed. And then David left. Just walked out. The next morning, Allison didn't show up for her shift at the hospital. Her sister, concerned, went to the house and found it locked. Allison's car was still in the driveway. But she wasn't inside. Her phone, purse, and car keys were all gone. David told police she had probably gone to cool off. But something didn't add up. Within 24 hours, Allison Graves was reported missing. The police began canvassing the area. Security footage from a neighbor's doorbell cam showed Allison's front door opening at 1:17 a.m., but it was David who was leaving the house, not Allison. David claimed he couldn't sleep and went to a 24-hour diner. No surveillance footage supported that claim. Things started falling apart quickly. Police obtained a warrant and searched the Graves' home. In the garage, behind a stack of paint cans, they discovered a large plastic storage bin duct-taped shut. Inside was Allison's body, wrapped in a blood-soaked bedsheet. She had suffered blunt force trauma to the head, and forensic evidence indicated she had been killed in the master bedroom. In the washing machine were blood-stained sheets, still wet. David Graves was arrested the same evening. Initially calm and cooperative, he denied everything. "She must have left after I went out. Someone must have broken in." But forensic analysis told the truth. David's fingerprints were on the murder weapon, a cast-iron lamp. Blood had seeped under the floorboards in the bedroom. A message draft on his phone read, "I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to happen." After 12 hours of questioning, David finally broke. "She wouldn't let me leave. She said she'd ruin me, take the kids, destroy my job." I snapped. The trial began in August 2023. It became national news. Jessica Turner, the woman David had been seeing, was called as a witness. She testified that she had no idea David was still living with Allison or that things were that serious. The prosecution painted David as a cold, calculated liar who wanted a clean slate and no child support. The defense argued temporary insanity and emotional provocation. But the jury didn't buy it. Chapter 11, Verdict and Sentencing. David Graves was found guilty of second-degree murder. He was sentenced to 40 years in prison without parole. The judge called his actions cowardly, cruel, and selfish beyond words. Allison's sister read a statement at sentencing. "You didn't just kill your wife. You killed a mother, a nurse, and a light in this world. And for what? An affair?" Later, during investigation, police uncovered a text draft on Allison's phone. It was never sent. Timestamped at 11:36 p.m., just hours before her death. It read, "If you love her more, then go. But I won't be erased quietly." David never saw that text. But it said everything.